Picture this. You're hungry, maybe even famished, and Burger King's flashy signs, bold commercials, and flame-grilled promises lure you in like a moth to a flame. It's quick, it's convenient, and it's familiar. After all, Burger King has been a cornerstone in the fast food industry for decades, charming millions with its confident branding and bold-tasting burgers. But hidden within that royal-themed menu are items that employees, those insiders who have seen behind the curtain, urge customers to avoid at all costs. From ingredients of questionable freshness to shockingly poor quality control and gimmicks designed solely to empty your wallet faster, Burger King, like many fast food giants, relies on nostalgia, slick marketing, and consumer trust. Unfortunately, behind those flashy marketing banners, many customers unknowingly buy disappointment in a wrapper. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and revealing what Burger King insiders truly think about certain items. These are the 7 Burger King menu options employees repeatedly warn against. So, if you've ever bitten into a BK meal and thought, I shouldn't have ordered that, this exposé will not only confirm your suspicions, it'll save you money and future regret. Let's dive straight into the fast food traps employees are begging you to dodge. Number 7 on our countdown is the infamous chicken fries. At face value, chicken fries seem like the ultimate snack food. Crispy, shareable, and perfect for dipping. They're cleverly marketed to seem like something special. Elite-level snack. But ask anyone who's worked behind the BK counter, and they'll tell you a far less appetizing story. Chicken fries, insiders admit, are typically reheated and left under heat lamps far longer than ideal. They're not fresh, tender strips of chicken. They're more like dry, rubbery sticks with a misleadingly crispy coating. Employees bluntly describe them as something you'd regret instantly after the first bite. They lose their freshness so quickly, one former BK staffer remarked, half the time you're getting something that's barely chewable. Moreover, you're paying a higher price for less actual chicken. The unique shape and special box fool your brain into thinking you're getting more food than you are, but it's mostly breading and air. If you want real chicken at BK, skip the fries and opt for their regular chicken nuggets. While not perfect, they're more consistent, juicier, and more affordable. Next, at number 6, we have the overhyped BK Stackers. In commercials, BK Stackers look like a towering feast, a true carnivore's delight. They're portrayed as juicy patties layered with cheese, crispy bacon, and bold sauces. But when the reality unfolds, it's usually a dismal sight. Employees explain that these burgers are typically hastily thrown together without care, making them messy, lukewarm, and disappointing upon first bite. The layers slide apart easily, dripping grease, and creating a sloppy eating experience rather than the satisfying indulgence portrayed in commercials. One employee put it bluntly, they're a total nightmare to assemble quickly. Customers rarely receive what they see advertised. Even worse, the premium you pay for multiple patties doesn't reflect the actual experience. You're essentially paying extra for a burger that barely holds together, leaving customers feeling tricked by the promise of something grand. Employees suggest a smarter move. Order a simpler double cheeseburger from BK's value menu and customize it yourself. Add bacon or sauce to mimic the flavor of a BK stacker. You'll get nearly identical taste, significantly better construction, and you'll spend far less. With this clever workaround, you sidestep the messy letdown of BK's stacker. Number 5 reveals a fast food trap, hiding behind the lighter option label, Burger King's fish sandwich. At a glance, the fish sandwich seems like a refreshing, sophisticated alternative, an escape from typical burger fare. Unfortunately, insiders pull no punches in describing how dramatically this product misses the mark. The fish patty itself, employees admit, starts as a frozen cheap block of breaded seafood. When cooked, it's often uneven, burned edges surrounding the soft, mushy center. Employees speak openly about how these sandwiches often sit, waiting for orders, becoming soggy, tasteless, and increasingly unappetizing. One staffer confessed, "More customers toss this sandwich halfway through eating than anything else I've seen." That kind of waste is a glaring sign that something is very wrong. But Burger King continues offering this disappointing sandwich because it sells nostalgia, a comforting, familiar childhood memory, despite the sandwich today being far from what people remember. If you're craving fish, insiders strongly recommend skipping fast food altogether, heading instead to a supermarket or deli. You'll find better quality, fresher ingredients, and ultimately spend your money far more wisely. That's right. Number 4, we find Burger King's mozzarella sticks, a menu item that seems universally beloved. Crispy, golden coating, gooey, melty cheese. How can this classic go wrong? According to insiders, BK manages to do exactly that. Employees reveal the mozzarella sticks are prepared in a rush, often leading to over- or undercooked outcomes. They rarely have that ideal texture and perfect cheese pull. In fact, you're more likely to get sticks that are hard, hollow, or devoid of melted cheese entirely. The issue boils down to preparation inconsistency. One former employee stated, "Sometimes customers bite into a hollow shell, zero cheese inside. This inconsistent quality makes each order a gamble, and unfortunately, customers usually lose." The mozzarella sticks, once you factor in their price, end up a highly unsatisfying snack. Employees advise skipping these altogether. Instead, opt for a cheeseburger from the value menu, consistent, hot, cheesy, and reliable. You'll avoid the bitter disappointment of paying for mozzarella sticks that rarely deliver. At number 3, we have the Whopper Jr., once considered a solid value buy. Sadly, this beloved, budget-friendly burger has suffered deeply from shrinkflation, a quiet trick where portion sizes are reduced while prices subtly increase. According to BK employees, the Whopper Jr. today is notably smaller than before, loaded with lettuce and bread but minimal meat. Employees candidly admit you're getting mostly filler. One insider explained, "There's hardly any beef left. It's mostly lettuce padding." It's a classic bait and switch. Customers believe they're getting value, but the reality is far different. The sandwich's original appeal, affordable and filling, is now practically non-existent. A smarter financial decision, employees suggest, involves combining simpler value menu items yourself, 2 smaller burgers, or pairing a burger with fries. You'll receive far more food and better overall satisfaction than by ordering a Whopper Jr. directly. In essence, don't pay for a nostalgic name when substance is lacking. Number 2 is the highly questionable Burger King frozen drinks, those bright, Instagram-friendly slushies that appear so refreshing and fun. According to insiders, the flashy appearance hides serious issues. These drinks rely heavily on complex machines that require diligent cleaning. Unfortunately, employees openly admit this essential maintenance frequently slips through the cracks, causing customers to taste strange residues, artificial chemicals, and soured syrup. A former employee warned, "Machines sometimes went days. Without proper cleaning, you can absolutely taste that neglect." You're not imagining the odd aftertaste. It's genuinely there, a result of poor hygiene practices behind the scenes. Worse, you're paying premium prices for little more than colored flavored ice, delivering minimal actual beverage. If craving something cold, workers advise simply ordering a traditional soda or, better yet, bringing your own drink. Avoid the frozen drinks completely to steer clear of the unnecessary expense and potential hygiene issues. Finally, at number 1, the most criticized menu item by Burger King employees is surprisingly their salads. At first glance, salads seem to be an attempt at healthy eating, but insiders explain salads at BK are the least ordered menu items. Due to low demand, These items sit untouched for long periods. Lettuce wilts, toppings lose freshness, and dressings become questionable. Employees bluntly recommend against ordering them, with one stating clearly, "Salads at BK just don't." These salads are priced higher than value items, yet deliver minimal freshness, taste, or satisfaction. Burger King doesn't excel at handling. Fresh greens and their salads represent a classic example of a fast food chain attempting to tick a nutritional box without genuine commitment. A far smarter choice, if health is a priority, involves skipping fast food altogether. Visit a grocery, deli, or salad bar instead. You'll receive a genuinely fresh, affordable, and nutritious meal, something Burger King simply cannot deliver consistently. By recognizing these insider truths, you empower yourself as a consumer. Knowing what Burger King employees genuinely advise against allows you to make smarter, money-saving decisions, avoid disappointment, and enjoy genuinely satisfying meals instead.